Today we're going to be reviewing the Webull Dividend Aristocrat portfolio. Before we jump into the portfolio, I want to talk about having an investing plan. Anytime we want to accomplish a goal or just be successful at doing something that we've envisioned ourselves doing or dreamed about doing, we have to have a plan. So that same thing applies to when it comes to us investing. The first step that I would recommend when you're creating an investment plan is to have a why. It is so important that you know why you want to invest and that you are clear on that why, because that's going to keep you going when things get tough. When we're going through times like we just experienced these last couple of months with the pandemic coming and the stock market being so volatile, and a lot of the stocks that and funds that we invested in, they were down, and now things are looking better. By you having that why, it's going to keep you focused on your investment plan and why it is that you're investing. The number two step in your investment plan would be to decide what it is that you're going to be investing in, whether that be individual stocks, funds, ETFs. What is it that you want to invest in? You need to decide that, and you need to go ahead, and if you're going to be investing in individual stocks, create a watch list, because that's going to carry us into step number three, which is decide when it is that you're going to buy and when it is that you need to sell. Because it's important that we understand when we need to get in and out of an investment so that we're capable of reaching the goals that we've set for ourselves when it comes to our investing portfolio. And number four is make sure that you have all your other financial affairs in order. Make sure that if you have debt, you've already paid off your debt, or you have a strategy for paying off your debt that will not affect your investments once you start investing. Also, you want to make sure that you have an emergency fund in place so that in case of an emergency coming up, you're not forced to sell your investments, your stocks, or you're not, faced with the position where you're no longer able to invest. Because the good thing about investing is time. Time is so important when we're investing, and that also has to be a part of our investing plan. So I just wanted to touch on this subject very briefly for those of you who are new to investing, or even those that have been investing for a while. It may be something that you are aware of, and it may be something that you may not have really considered and sat down and thought about. If you haven't yet, I would recommend that you figure out an investment plan for yourself, and that way you're going to be able to be a lot more successful on your investment journey. Now we'll jump into the Weeble portfolio. We are now in the Webull taxable investment account, where I invest in mainly Dividend Aristocrat stocks, Dividend Champ, Dividend King, and stocks that, pay a consistent dividend and that are increasing their dividend on a consistent basis. As you can see, the portfolio is currently at $2,522.11. The stock market is still open as we're recording this. I am currently still down 17.80%, or a difference of $571.13. I currently have 12 positions in this portfolio. The first position that I own is Raytheon Technology. I own 2 shares at $57.87 per share for a gain of 11.34%, and I am up $13.13. Next, we have Coca-Cola. I own 4 shares at an average cost of $43.82. I am currently up 5.75%, or $10.08. Next, we have Altria Group, which is one of the Sin stocks that I am going to be purchasing more of this month. They go ex-dividend on January the 12th. I currently own 5 shares. My average cost is $38.04. for a gain of 1.16%. I am up $2.21. Next, we have Exxon Mobil. I own 3 shares. My average cost is $62.08. I am down $52.10 for a negative 27.97%. Then we have MSC Industrial. I own 3 shares. My average cost is $77.16. As you can see, I am down $25.40 for a negative 10.97% return. Then we have MDP, which is Meredith. I own 12 shares. My average cost is $31.85. I am down a lot on this position, and they also recently suspended their dividend due to the pandemic. I am down 52.82% for a negative $201.93. Then we have Helmrich, which I own 7 shares. The average cost is $35.77. I am down $113.41. Have AT&T. As you can see, I own 18 shares. My average cost is $34.53. As you can see, I am down $72.57 for a negative 11.67% return. Then we have Leggett and Platt, and I just bought 2 more shares of Leggett and Platt today. However, the stock price has been going down today prior to me buying the 2 shares that I bought. So as you can see, my average cost is $32.37, and I am down $11.55 for a negative 5.95% return. And then we have Ben Franklin Resources. I own 13 shares. My average cost is $24.60. I am down $77.65 for a negative 24.28% return. Then we have Archer Daniel Midland. I own 7 shares. My average cost is $36.41. I am up $15.88 for a positive 6.23% gain. And then we have People's United Bank. I own 13 shares. My average cost is $15.92. I am down $59 or a negative 28.49% return. And that is all 12 positions that I own in this portfolio. I will be buying more shares of a lot of these positions, as I told you guys in the last video, I had not been consistently putting my $100 a week into the portfolio. So I still need to add about $500 to this portfolio, which I plan on doing next week. So when I do the next update, you'll probably see that a lot of these companies will have more. I hope you got something from the portfolio review. If you have any questions about any of the stocks that I own, or maybe just some basic questions about investing, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click the like because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you haven't yet, please check out some of the other videos because, again, I talk about investing, personal finances, and how to become the best version of ourselves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have an amazing day.